petition is underway in Idaho to legalize medical marijuana. All but 2 of Idaho's border states have already gone down that road, but Idaho legislatures continue to be adamantly opposed, despite growing evidence that the drug can have huge benefits for those suffering from cancer. Roland Barris talks with a local man who continues to risk arrest to take the substance he says saved his life in this On Your Side investigation.
Voila.
Pretty bad, huh?
It tastes terrible.
As far as Dennis is concerned, the brown oil at the bottom of this mason jar couldn't be further from the popular image of marijuana.
I feel warm. I feel no side effects, but I feel you can feel it working.
Dennis is not his real name. We're hiding his identity because the drug he's taking is against the law.
Believe me, I would not be here if it weren't for the oil. There's no doubt.
Dennis says he was always anti-drug, even after suffering through months of chemo and radiation for mantle cell lymphoma.
That's my radiation mask.
The single dad refused to try the extract a friend brought him until his young daughter convinced him.
When you're in the position of having stage 4 cancer, you're open to just about anything.
You mentioned it doesn't get you high.
No, I don't. And that was one of the major concerns that I had, was being able to be a good father, take the oil, and not be stoned.
The difference was immediate.
I can do things. I can do laundry. I can cook for my children. I can vacuum, wash my windows. I can have a life.
Then, months later, came the best news of all.
Complete remission as of April 2nd, 2012.
The benefits of medical marijuana are clear to CNN's Dr. Sanjay Gupta, who recently reversed his position and now supports it. Conservative Texas Governor Rick Perry recently suggested his state might decriminalize pot. And even President Obama famously said pot is no worse than alcohol. But Idaho's legislature, led by Senator Chuck Winder, is digging in its heels.
You look around at the states, Oregon's a good example. They have legalized medical marijuana. Well, the next step is let's make it recreational, because that's what Colorado and Washington did.
But not California. Even after 18 years, the first state to legalize medical marijuana still has not legalized pot for recreational use.
Until the American Medical Association, until the federal government changes the federal law, I will not be supportive of it.
But even the AMA is softening its stance on medical marijuana, suggesting a move towards decriminalization. I asked Winder what he'd say to cancer survivors who think pot saved their lives.
How do you tell them no?
I think, I don't tell them no. The Association of Idaho Cities last year came to the legislature and asked us to pass a resolution that basically said we will not support either medical marijuana or recreational marijuana in the state of Idaho.
I think it's a shame that they put their political careers ahead of the health of their constituents.
This should be one of public health rather than crime and punishment.
Dana Wilson is the executive director of Compassionate Idaho, a group trying to legalize only medical marijuana.
People hate what they fear, and they fear what they don't understand. The legislators aren't keeping up with this science. We've got high-profile doctors, politicians coming forward and saying, hey, there's something to this cannabis science.
There's no doubt in Dennis's mind.
I was 100 pounds lighter than I am today.
He just hopes someday he can use his medicine without being considered a criminal.
I don't want to pick my family up and have to move to Colorado or Washington State or Oregon. We're happy here in Boise.
That was Roland Barris reporting. Senator Winder says he thinks the legalization in Colorado and Washington is a disaster waiting to happen. Compassionate Idaho has until April to get 55,000 signatures in order to put legalization on the ballot.